Hello, monsters abound here. Welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires and part 14 of my Wood Elf campaign. In a whenever time period the Warhammer world takes place, there is only war against Wood Elves, as we're at war with a lot of people, including a lot of very strong factions, which isn't particularly good for us. However, we do have 3 forest dragons, which is going to help a lot, and it's going to cost us a lot as well. Because the problem is, as soon as we come out of the forest, the cost of these units is going to increase exponentially. And with that in mind, I need to do some killing.
Can I offer assistance?
Right. Araro, you're going there. You're going to lay an ambush and see if we can draw anyone into a fight. Orion, you may notice that this save isn't the save I ended on. That's because that save got corrupted. Probably good not to use quite so many mods. Anyway, let's.
These are dark times.
No, Findle, get rid of them. If we need to recruit units, we can. But at the moment, I think we're probably good with what we've got. I need to get some. I need some money. Basically, I need some money. So Orion, you're going to go and sack Karak Azgoraz, because having had a quick look around, Karak Azgoraz is going to give us 2.5k. Karak Norn would only give us 305, and Grimhold would give us, well, that is more. Can I reach it? I could. If we head down here, next turn hop over to Grimhold, that'll give us a bit more cash to play around with. I am constructing a few buildings. Unfortunately, money is a bit of a problem at the moment. It doesn't look like it's a problem, but it will be, because as soon as we come out of the forest, obviously our upkeep will increase, and probably, especially with 3 dragons, which are the nuclear weapons of the Warhammer world, it's probably going to cost what the problem is I don't know. I don't know how much this army is going to cost if we move outside the forest, so I don't want to move outside, get hit with a massive upkeep increase, and then run out of money. So,
Protector of the forest.
Doton, can you maybe assassinate this guy? Thyrus Solander?
They will perish.
No, you can't manage that. Never mind. That also spent money. Didn't want to spend money. Wanted to save it. Never mind.
All hail Crynsos.
Let's just move some people into some locations to get better views of what's going on. We've got a lot of Empire armies over there. And I'm trying to make friends with the High Elves.
Now that you are here, I will hear your words.
Thanks, Tyrion. What about a non-aggression
Very
pact?
well.
Excellent. And a military access?
As you say.
Thanks. Lovely stuff. Okay, and they like the fact. Oh, they don't like the fact we've got treaties with Trace, who they're currently at war with, but they are friendly with the Nagrathai. So maybe.
Welcome to the court of Ulthuan. What is your request?
Non-aggression pact.
Gladly.
Done. Military access.
A wise course.
Thank you. Okay. Okay, so things are looking up. In fact, who are...
Greetings. The Phoenix Court will hear your words.
That's good to know. You are only friendly, really, with... Really, the other Wood Elf factions do not like you, do they? You are not getting on with them very well. You're with Avalon as well. Can't help but feel that's a little bit weird, considering that's, you know... Tyrion and the Everqueen are very sort of... I'm doing the hand signal here for bumping uglies. So, bit weird that they're having a little bit of a tiff there. But, Tyriok.
You may approach and make your request.
Non-aggression pact.
Gladly.
Thanks. Okay, these Wood Elves are very, very friendly, and I want to try and keep it that way. So, okay, we got some potential allies over there if we can... Well, assuming they don't kill each other. It would be nice if Tyrion had actually done a little bit of work and actually kind of, you know, had the whole of Ulthuan under his control, but whatever. Whatever. I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed, and everyone knows that's worse. So it looks like Carcassonne has managed to fight off. Oh, hello. Now, you did spot us, but obviously you think you can beat us in a fight, and I don't like that. I also suspect Belegar's going to declare war on us fairly soon. I mean, to be honest, I kind of feel like all the mods have fucked this up. So, I was half tempted to just write off the campaign and restart. However, what with Nausicaa approaching, which I think is sort of the end of May, and, you know, we're already approaching sort of halfway through the month already. So, I just don't think I'd have time to get... I reckon it's going to be 3 weeks, and I don't think I could complete a campaign in 3 weeks. So with that in mind, we're just going to fight for as long as possible. Maybe hold out until Nausicaa hits. And that's not a loss. That's, you know, unfortunate. That doesn't count. Okay, so we've been spotted. Dodon's been wounded. Daith is ready. Orion has a Pathfinder. Lovely. Trait gain Doton. Fortunate. Okay, fine. And assassinate failure. Fine. Good. So, I don't really want... Okay, let's just right.
I am the defender of Ulthuan.
Right, that's going up to 44. I'm hoping we can get a military alliance because I would love some amber. Although, to be honest, I would like Tyrion to be slightly stronger than he is. But never mind. I'll live with it. Dido's picked up a skill point. And what do I like here? Read time. I mean, we don't often fight forest battles, but if we do, I mean, plus 15% reload time reduction is pretty nice. So we will go with that. Okay, we can hit Grimhold, so let's go and do that. I'm not sure how much this is going to cost us money-wise. Balthazar's army is actually not that strong.
I will not obey.
You need me?
We don't have any magic, though.
I refuse.
Obviously, Balthazar does.
Called?
Absolutely not.
How can I assist you?
We do have the Wildwood Rangers, who are very nasty anti-infantry. And they have a lot of knights, who are large, which means we should be able to kill them. Plus we have the Deepwood Scouts. Now 3 units of those hidden somewhere should be able to pick off those mortars. So we just have to... I mean, we are very anti-large. They have a lot of large units. Those mortars are a bit of a concern, but we should be able to snipe them off. I think Herrero's got this.
Destroy them.
Okay, it's looking good so far. Here we go. The best way to deal with massed ranks of cavalry is lead them into a trap. And we are Wood Elves, so that's quite, you know, that works, doesn't it? I think it works. So, Deepwood Scouts on the left flank, they're going to move up. You can see there's some Reiksguard cavalry. A lot of the enemy army is cavalry, in fact, so we're going to have to try and pull them out of position. So, Deepwood Scouts, they are baiting them. As you can see, the Reiksguard now charging after them.
Now we strike! Forward, man!
Proud, noble, stupid Reiksguard cavalry, because they're being led straight into a trap. And in the trees, we have Wildwood Rangers just waiting for them. And we are going to take some mortar fire. That's not ideal. However, the trees are going to slow them down. They're not going to get very good charge off. And then the Wildwood Rangers are going to cut them up. They are anti-large infantry. However, Balthazar is not going to let us have it entirely our own way. That's going to do a crap load of damage. Oh my god, that almost annihilated a Wildwood Ranger unit, and the mortars are being ridiculously accurate. However, the Reiksguard have retreated and now charging more units in. That's at least drawing off quite a few of the number. In the meantime, Irario with the rest of his army is moving up the centre. We've got ranks of our Eternal Guard, and then on the far right flank another Wildwood Ranger. On the left flank we have some Dryads, and in the centre Irario himself.
Slay them!
So the army has even more cavalry Outriders, and I think they've got some Pistoliers as well. No, just maybe Outriders. So we're going to deal with the Outriders by, you know, shooting them. That works. But of course they have even more cavalry. Ugh. On the left flank we've got 3 units of Reiksguard and Empire Knights. So we're going to head them off with our Wildwood Rangers and 2 units of Eternal Guard. Being in the forest they're going to be at a little bit of a disadvantage, so if we can pin them down and cut them to pieces, then I think we're probably going to pull through. Wildwood Rangers charging in against the Empire Knights. Those mortars are being quite punishing. In the centre of the battlefield, our Eternal Guard getting charged multiple directions by Reiksguard Knights. They're suffering, but more Eternal Guard now charging in. We've managed to pin these Empire Knights between us. The archers raining down fire as well. On the far left flank, things are going reasonably okay, although our Wildwood Rangers have paid for taking out the enemy Knights. As you can see, Reiksguard retreating. Deepwood Scouts just finishing them off. We do still have some units of Wildwood Rangers now chasing down the few ranged units, and we're going to see if our Dryads can hunt down Balthazar. Assume we don't get blown up by those mortars who are just raining fire down on us. Have the enemy infantry is breaking the right flank. The Knights have broken as well, or at least they've been pinned down. As you can see, our Eternal Guard got 1 unit of Empire Knights. We've managed to rout or at least drive off another one. And more Eternal Guard pinning down this unit of Empire Knights. They're now going to get hit in the rear by more Eternal Guard, basically pinned down by anti-large units. That's not what they want. More Wildwood Rangers just finishing off this unit of Reiksguard. They can now move and assist this, or these units of Eternal Guard. Deepwood Scouts come out of the forest. Finally, Wildwood Rangers are taking quite the beating, but we have managed to destroy most of the units of Reiksguard Knights and Empire Knights. A few Wildwood Rangers just chasing down the Empire Knights. And we've managed to finally catch up with the mortars. A quite devastated unit of Wildwood Rangers and Eternal Guard. Just going to chop them down. That's looking pretty good. And Iraro has spotted and Kurt Strudenbaker trying to get away. Yeah, he didn't get away. He is very dead. Very, very dead. As is the rest of the army. Considering how many stupid horsey people they had, that went pretty well. And also, very good job on assassinating Balthazar Gelt and Kurt Strudenbacher. And I'll take the cash, thanks very much.
Starting out.
Good work there. So Irario has got +6 armour for all units. Quite, actually, thematic for his army, I think. Pretty good. Could try and take him out. Let's just save, because it does do strange thing. That I'm okay with that. Let's take the money, and we've got a feather toe talk. Very nice. Right, let's get you back. Can't march you, unfortunately, but you did pick up 2 skill points. Very nice. Let's get. I mean, armour again. Yeah, let's get Shield of the Forest. It's going to buff up all your units with armour. Which means the Eternal Guard now have 90 armour. Shit. That's actually very respectable. For a Wood Elf. I mean, jeez. Good. That's like dwarf levels of armour. And otherwise, we've got Orion near Grimhold. We can take that out next turn. But we've got a nice little cushion of cash. Now, I could spend that, but I'm going to hold off until I do a little bit more sacking, just to make sure everything will be okay. We also have an army from... Is that Wisson? No, Ostermark. Of course, of course. Am I at war with Ostermark? Yes, apparently so. I'm at war with a lot of people. Some of them I haven't even met. They're just at war with me by proxy, apparently. So that's fine. Doton, can you assassinate this guy for me? 30% chance. Failure, never mind. I'll live with that. Aserit, you're just going to stay there. You're just my early warning system, so I can see any other armies. Oh, there's Volkmar. It's alright, we've got Durthu there, so we should be okay if he comes into the forest. For some reason, the AI does not want to, like... It's obviously declared war on me. There's a lot of the AI hanging around armies all over the place. They're not really going for me, though, are they? Not really going for the throat. The AI's bark is very much worse than its bite, apparently. Ah, Mornington Crescent. I don't think I'm going to be able to stand up to Averland and Karak Ziflin, so there we go. It was a close defeat, though. I think that's mostly because the auto-resolve is hugely in my favour for some reason. Ooh, that's not good. That's not good at all. He could hit multiple... Oh, he could hit the Oak of Ages. Okay. Shoot, I was hoping Orion could take out that settlement, but I think he's going to have to come back to defend the Oak of Ages. Assassinate failure. We lost Mornington Crescent. Catra is ready for duty. We've got Cleansing Fire, Untainted +3 all provinces. And only one. The greatest shock for the Azrai was the discovery that they were not alone in the forest. The beastmen hordes have made squalid dens amongst the trees. For centuries the two have fought for ownership of the woods. Long have they fought, with not even the climactic battle of anguish enough to cease the conflict. +12 leadership when fighting beastmen herds. To be honest, beastmen herds really not the major issue right now. Okay, Orion is going to head back towards the Oak of Ages. Can you reach the Crag of Findle? You can. What's the garrison there like? Pretty good. Pretty good. Okay, well we're not. I'm not overly worried. Let's head there to replenish. He's got mortars. He's got crappy infantry. I mean, that's not a particularly dangerous army, but obviously he would be able to sack the Oak of Ages. Well, I don't know. Maybe. It'd be close, I think.
Can I offer assistance?
So, the Emperor's Eye, Bernhardt Caleb, is moving southward. If he leaves Carricknell, we could head back and just trash it with Durthu. I mean, the garrison is a bit crappy now. And, obviously, without an army there. The main reason we had a problem with Carricknell was because they had an army and the garrison. And that was difficult for us to break through. Just the garrison, we shouldn't have a problem. Now, money-wise, actually, even with Orion outside, those dragons only cost 646 each. I mean, it's still quite expensive, but it's not too expensive. So I'm probably okay with that. Catra, could you block this army? No. That's a shame. That would have been really useful.
Eternal Guardian.
We assassinate you? No, you tried to kill him 3 times, failed each time, and then critically failed. Good job. That is sterling stuff. Nice. Very nice. Okay, so with that in mind,
Welcome. What brings you here?
Tyrion, you don't want to have anything to do with me. You are not well liked on your island, are you? Your strength rank 30. So Reiklander 1, Kislev is 3. Are you 17 settlements? Are you shitting me? Hang on. Where have I met the Norse? 17 settlements. What the hell? Clan Pestilence have got 12. So Kislev have got the same number of settlements as the dwarves. You do not. Well, it's not all bad, but generally you're not a fan. Okay, sure. We're going to have a problem with Carcassonne and Bretonnia confederate, because that will be bad for us, because then we'll lose our only ally and then have a potential other enemy right on our doorstep, which will be absolutely fucking fantastic. So you're just staying there. We got research. Let's go for Ladriel's treasure. That's going to give us 4 amber and also enables the spell, the Dweller's Blow, in our own territory, which is going to be massively helpful if we're defending ourselves. That is going to take 10 turns though. But then we can get Hakon's Gift, which is going to give us more income, which is going to be very, very useful, and also lead on to Cain the Bloody Handed, although obviously we'll have to go through the rest of these. I mean, I would like to get some of these amber techs, but just don't have the amber at the moment. I mean, I could. I think we're going to have to, because being an amber deficit, it does give us some negatives. So it's plus 5% upkeep for all units and reduction in casualty replenishment, which we cannot have at the moment. So we need to get the. We've lost all our outposts, so I need to make sure that I'm now amber neutral in the settlements that I do have. I would have liked to go down and see the Tomb Kings. That's not going to happen. And we've got more armies marching northward. We do have 3 dragons though, which I kind of want to see in combat. I want to see my lizard squadron. Okay, you've not moved.
I will not obey.
That was a bad choice.
Have my blessing.
That was a very, very bad choice. This is a Friday night battle map. If ever I saw one, this is the kind of thing that you see when George from the battle map design team suddenly realises he needs to do another map before 5 and it's 4:50 And so he just selects the biggest paintbrush option he can find in the editor, selects trees, and just lets himself go. Because everyone knows how much fun fighting in trees is, so this is an entire map of fucking trees. So here comes our trio of dragons. On the right flank, they're heading down towards the mortars. God, it's like Jurassic Park if they had wings, which only some dinosaurs do have wings. That's true. Very few of them can breathe noxious gas, though. So one mortar crew, having witnessed the death of their brothers, then experience it as our trio of dragons continue their rampage. Good stuff, guys. Sisters of Thorn, on the meantime, are just kiting a unit of Pistoliers and a unit of Empire Knights through the forest, which is... I mean, the problem with trees is that it doesn't really affect the AI. The AI just sees an area of bad terrain for large units. The player, however, can see fucking nothing. I mean, I was using the hide foliage option, but even with that, it's still an absolute ball ache. So we've got some units. We've got our Way Watchers, Legolas cosplayers, Didos down here as well. And they're opening fire on some pikemen. They were trying to pick out the mortar crews. The mortar crews are about the only unit we can actually see. However, the rest of the army is chasing after our dragons. Don't really think they're going to do much against them. I mean, they're dragons. I mean, what are you going to do? Poke them with sticks? That's not going to do anything, is it? That's just foolhardy. Oh, there's a bit of lag here. Don't know what this is about. My guessing is too many trees. That's my guess. There we go. It's better. Yeah, too many trees. Trying to render too many trees. The computer just went, no, don't like it. So Sisters of the Thorn helping out the dragons, who I have got a good name for. I will name them at the beginning of the next episode. It's going to be amazing. Made me chuckle to myself for a good 5 minutes. Here comes the rest of the enemy army. Lots of pikemen and crossbows. We don't particularly want to let the crossbows, you know, start opening fire on our beloved dragons. So our dragons are basically going to a little clearing we found at the edge of the forest, so we can actually see what the fuck is going on. We're backed up by some Sisters of Thorn. We've got a couple of units of them. A couple of units of Sisters of Thorn. The other unit of Sisters of Thorn is currently trying to hit the mortar, but we keep running into enemy units in the forest, which is a bit of a nightmare. So units are now appearing out of the forest. We can actually see them. We can actually fight them. And more importantly, we can actually, you know, breathe noxious gas all over them, which is what forest dragons do. So we go, one blast. That's going to do a lot of damage. Yes, very nice. Who's next? Oh, it's left, and that just crushes 2 units. And then I think we've got the one on the right. He's going to have another go. But unfortunately, he misses. I mean, he does manage to catch... What's that? 2 or 3? He managed 4. I think he managed to kill 4. I mean, it's not the worst, but it's, you know, not as good as the other 2. So that's a bit of a shame. The Sisters of the Thorn are going to kite some pikes away. The spearmen with shields. The dragons are then going to go to town on the units of crossbows, and obviously those units of crossbows not... I mean, despite what you might think, this matchup very heavily weighted in the giant lizards' favour. I know, weird that, isn't it? Small men with little toothpicks versus a giant noxious gas-breathing dragon does not go the way of the toothpick people. Shocking. So there we go, they're dying. Basically, I mean, the dragons are basically just fighting the rest of the enemy army. There are a couple of units heading towards our main line. A couple of units of, I think they're pikemen. 1 unit of crossbows, 1 unit of pikemen. They managed to reach Orion. That's probably not a sensible... Yep, no, they break again. That's unfortunate. Meanwhile, crossbows losing a ranged engagement with our archers. Not a huge surprise that goes that way. Deep in the forest, I mean, and the forest is most of the map, of course. Dragons continuing to do damage. More noxious gas incoming. Oh, look at that. That's looking pretty good. These units now breaking. They've taken horrendous casualties. In come the dragons for a bit of melee. And Sisters of the Thorn riding down. Any stragglers? There's the Empire General. He's currently running away from a dragon. Well, they're all running away from dragons, really. But he's going to try to anyway. He's not doing so well. So there we go. We've managed to win the fight in the fucking forest map. God, whoever designed this, I hate you with a burning passion. Technically, that was a fantastic win, but it was incredibly fucking stressful to play. So we won. That's the main thing. Missile damage or money? I think we're going to take the money. It's all about the money. And of course, we can just chase you down and finish you off. Oh, did we get a banner? What do we get? What do we get? Anything good? Is it something good? It's going to be good. It's alright. It's alright, I guess. I'll take that. I guess Orion can have that. It's going to boost up his weapon damage, give him fire attacks. Can't complain with that. And more money. And that's 2 armies defeated in 1 turn. Boom. Well, 2 turns. Still, that's still good. Orion, you are going to... We want to get you lightning strikes, so let's give you swift fingers, something Ariel I'm sure will appreciate. And Delin, you, I mean, every girl wants a unicorn, especially when they're floating around like a lunatic. So let's give you a unicorn. That'll base you on the ground. That means you won't bob up and down like you're on some sort of cocktail of drugs. And would kind of like... What's this provides? Oh, it provides a garrison. Okay. I don't think we really need it, to be honest. But what I do need is... no, not you. You want a spell singer. I want a spell singer for Ariel. What... For our blacksmith. What do I like here? +4 melee attack. That seems quite thematic. I mean, Talent of Crynsos is nice. Range plus 10% all units in the army. That's just generally very nice. Ara. She is beasts. But then, you know, do you like the shadow magic? And I feel like his army's all really about the sort of melee attack and melee defense and armor. So let's go for Deatok.
Ready to serve.
Indeed you are. And let's go and put you in that army. Durthu's a caster anyway. So with Valnal and Skelly Bobs, that's a fairly good combination. And I'm fairly happy with all that. Okay, we've got more armies coming this direction. One from Averland. One from... is that Carrick Norn? There's one from Carrick Ziflin down there. I think there's another Averland force down here as well. And then we've still got 2 Empire armies. And I think there's a 3rd over here somewhere. So still all to play for. Do I want anything... Do I want anything here? You know what? I would like a... Rather than these dryads, I would like you to... I mean, Eternal Wardens would be nice, but they are quite expensive. Well, mind you, we can afford it. 52 melee attack, 52 melee defense. Wildwood Wardens are good as well. Again, very expensive. Not as expensive... well, actually... I mean, we could just go for... Mind you, we don't have many... We don't have many defensive units. I'm a little bit worried about this army over here, though. I don't think they can reach me in 1 turn.
Orion,
But I don't want to disband units
Can I offer assistance?
when
King in the woods.
I've got potential threats nearby. Let's leave it for the moment. I would like to change Orion's army a little bit, but I don't think it's going to happen at the moment. Catra, can you... you know what? I don't want you to do anything. Well, you know what? Okay, that's better. A little bit more vision. Okay, so we've got another army from Karak Ziflin coming as well, because, you know, why the hell not? And we've got the Starlight Craftsman. Now, this is something I would love to give to Iraro, but obviously, because he's a custom lord, he doesn't count, apparently. So I guess that's just something in the mod that just doesn't work. Income from all... What is... Findle is... What are you? Herald of the Hunt. You know what? No, you're not anymore. Because you're now going to be a Starlight Craftsman. There we go. Income from all buildings in the local region and armor. Well, I mean, you're kind of the defender, and you can sit in Vol's Anvil, where we've got the winery, and we've also got the wine cellar, steward's cellar. So that's going to buff up all of our income, which is very nice. So we're going to keep that. We've got the same there. That's fine, and we've got the same there. Good. What do I did look at this, didn't I? I'm generally okay with what we've got here. I'm not overly... I mean, the flying units, I'm not that impressed, to be honest with them. Where are we getting cavalry? I think it was over here, wasn't it? No. Was it here? Did I forget? Let's do it here. We can get the Wild Riders. Boom, done. Office slot, yeah, but there's no... We don't really have anyone... I don't want anyone for the Wild Hunt, to be honest. There's no one I can really give it to, so I think we'll just... we'll be okay with that. And unfortunately, that's all the time we've got for this episode. So next time we'll be continuing to weather the storm as hordes upon hordes of dwarves and men march on our forest and try and burn down our giant tree for some reason. Good times. There we go. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you next time.